Hello traders, another week has ended. Today is Saturday, 16th of May, the year 2020. I'm happy to meet you here once again. After we met last week, I don't know how many of you chanced upon the last week video. It's all about Forex market review. So every weekend, we come your way with Forex market review. And then we look at possible signals or opportunities that are available that we can trade and make profit from. Maybe if this is your first time, I will entreat you to stick and stay, listen and watch this video to the end, and I'm sure you'll get something possibly new to add up to your trading plan or strategy. Now, those of you who watched last week's video, we gave you some possible pairs you can trade. And so before we will go into this week's review and possible pairs we can trade, we have to first of all look at last week's review and see whether it actually happened the way we were looking for or what we expected. My name is Kofi. Call me Kofi, but the full name is Legan Kofi Simon. Legan Kofi Simon, but call me Kofi for short. I am an admin of Leading Forex. Leading Forex, we have a YouTube channel which I'm sure you are watching me from YouTube or from Facebook or Instagram. We also have a Telegram page where most of the traders are. We share signals daily on that Telegram page. So if you're on the Telegram page, you already know what is happening there. But if you are not yet on that page, try the description of this video on YouTube. I will link the Telegram page. You can quickly go to the YouTube, the description of the video, and then you will see the Telegram page link there where you can join and become part of us on Telegram. So quickly today, let's look at what we discussed last week. That was on Sunday, 10th May. Today is 16th. Last week was Sunday, 10th May 2020. And then we gave out 4 signals, and the signals were GBP NZD, Euro NZD, Euro AUD, and then GBP AUD. So we need to look at how it turned out. All these 4 signals, we gave them as a buy. We gave these signals as a buy. Now, we didn't show all the charts and then all the drawings that you might want to see before you believe in a signal, or you even try to trade a signal. We didn't come your way with that because I told you I wasn't going to show you that because I don't think it is necessary. So those of you who tried it on demo or on your real accounts, we need to see what the results is as at today, Saturday, as the market is closed. Now, first of all, let's look at GBP NZD. Last week we said it was going to go by. Now, the price at which GBP NZD was sitting last week Sunday, as at the time the market had not opened, was 2.02192. 2.02192. And then I said that when the market opens, we can buy GBP NZD. That was what I said. Now, how did it turn out? When the market opened, this is what happened. As at the time today we are speaking, this is what happened. GBP NZD went up. It went up, or it went by 254 pips. And then it went low. The lowest it went in this week, as from where the price got open, where the price opened. I'm actually using the Sunday price, okay? So if I'm using the Sunday price, from the Sunday price downwards, the market went below only 61 pips, and then it went up 254 pips. So that should tell you that the signal I gave, we actually hit our TP. That's our target. Because I forecasted 200 pips for GBP NZD. And lo and behold, GBP NZD went up 250 4 pips, and then went down 61 pips. So I said we should give a TP of 200 pips and then a stop loss of 100 pips. So those of you who try this on demo will realize that your stop loss never hit, because it only went down 61 pips and went up 254 pips. So that trade was a win. Now let's look at our next trade. I gave another trade, which was Euro NZD. Euro NZD. And that trade too, I said it was going to go buy. Now, the price of Euro NZD as at the time last week Sunday, the market closed, was at 1.76606. 1.76606. That was the price. Now, when the market opened, Euro NZD went up 567 pips. Euro NZD went buy, because I told you the signal was a buy. Euro NZD went buy 567 pips for the week. And then it went sell, it went low, only 58 pips. Again, this signal, I said it was going to be a TP of 200 pips and then a stop loss of what? 100 pips, which was the ratio of 1:2. 1:2. So this trade went up 567 pips and then it went low, or it went down only 58 pips. So that should tell you that even if you set your stop loss to be just 100 pips and then your TP 200 pips, you would have gotten more than what you were expecting. So that was also another win for us. Now our third signal is Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Now, Euro AUD, as of Sunday 10th May, the price of Euro AUD was 1.65980. 1.65980. And then I said that when the market opens, we should buy Euro AUD. That was what I said, that we should buy Euro AUD. Now, if we all did, let's see how it turned out. Euro AUD went up, it went by 262 pips. It went by 262 pips. And then it went down, which was a sell, only 65 pips. Again, this signal, I said we were targeting 200 pips as our TP. And then a stop loss of 100 pips, which is the ratio of 1:2. So if we all did this, this trade is also going to be a win for all of us. And then we had a fourth signal, which was GBP AUD. As at Sunday 10th May, GBP AUD was sitting at a price of 1.90012. That was on Sunday. So when the market opened, GBP AUD went up 124 pips. It went straight up 124 pips. And then it started retracing. And then it started retracing. Retraced all the gains. It retraced all the 124 pips. And then started going sell. And then it went sell 139 pips. It went sell 139 pips. So we first had a buy into profit 124, and then the whole profit got retraced, and then it went into negative, went against us 134 pips. So that was a fair loss. Let's assume we lost it, because if the target was 200 pips and then a stop loss of 100 pips, it went only up 124 pips. It didn't reach the 200 pips. So we must accept our defeat. Let's not try to play any defense here. We lost it. There is no defense in this. So we lost GBP AUD. Now, one will also say that GBP AUD, when you look at the trade currently, it has just been consolidating. It has actually not given any accurate direction. Although it has been on the downtrend and then went up a bit, came back down. So just that consolidation phase is still what we are seeing. And I still believe that this signal is still there for a buy. Yes, I can be sure to tell you that in this week, we will still see GBP AUD to go for a buy. I want to be sure. But before I go into today's review and signals, this is what I want to tell you. Forex is Forex. It's a win and then lose game. You win and lose. You don't always say you are the master of it all, so all you need is win, win, win. But what you must have at the back of your mind is that your wins must be more than your losses. So those of you who followed this analysis would have gotten more wins than the losses. So you would have made 600 pips profit and then lost 100 pips. So in all, averagely, you got 500 pips as profit. And that is good enough. That is good enough. Today, I have another forecast for you. So this is what I want you to do. If this is your first time that you are seeing us on Leading Forex, or you are following our signals, what I want you to do is to try this on demo. Okay? Try this on demo. Don't rush to put this on your live account. You need to first trust what you are seeing before you can risk your hard-earned money. Don't just jump into it and say, yeah, because we won it all last week, it's still a done deal. Forex is always not like that. And I'm not also trying to discourage you from trying these signals I'm going to give you on a live account or demo. I have confidence in. Sorry, we lost the signal as a result of network issue. So like I was saying, this is the continuation of today's review. So I have confidence in the trading strategy or the trading tools I am using. But I just want you to try on demo. I have been into trading, I'm in my 4th year. This is my 4th year. So I trust what I have. But maybe this is your first time of seeing it. So you just have to try it and be sure of it before you use your hard-earned money. But it's up to you. The decision will be up to you to decide whether to actually do this on demo or try it on your live account. So quickly, let's go into this week's review. The very first thing I would like to tell you is that most people have difficulty in lot sizes when it comes to their account size. Because for instance, the last week's trade I gave were all of a TP of 200 pips and a stop loss of 100 pips. So supposing you had an account of $100 and wanted to enter all these 4 trades, what would have been the best lot size to use? Now, if you are using 0.01 as a lot size, that should tell you that 100 pips will give you $10. So 200 pips will give you $20. Okay, that is 0.01, using that as a lot size. Okay, so if you had an account of $100 and you were going to place all these 4 trades and you are giving it a lot size of 0.01, all these 4 trades had a stop loss of what? 100 pips each. So that means each trade you were losing $10. So the 4 trades would have given you a loss of $40 and a win of $80. Do you get a scenario? Because each of them had a stop loss of 100 pips. So if your account size is just $100 and you want to trade all these 4 signals, then if you go with a lot size of 0.01, each trade, supposing all the 4 trades should go against you, it means each trade will give you a loss of $10. So $10 $10 for all the 4 trades will give you $40. So you would have lost $40 on your $100 account. The same way, if all these 4 trades gave you the TP of 200 pips each, then it means you would have made, that is 40, each trade would have been $40, right? So no, each trade would have been $20, sorry. Each trade profit would have been what? $20. So the 4 trades would have been $80 profit, or $80 profit, any way you want to call it. So you were risking $40 for $80 with an account size of what? $100. So you will have to decide whether there is a need for you to trade even all the 4 signals. So you could possibly say, let me go for 2 signals. Because the 2 signals, if you are losing the 2 signals, you will only lose, that is how much? You will only lose, that is going to be $20. Okay? And if you win all the 2, you're going to make $40. So that would be fair if you are using a lot size of 0.01. Okay? Good. So this is the basic underlying fact I want you to all consider when you are trying to choose what lot size you should use on your account. So if you have $1,000 account and you are using a lot size of 0.10, it means 100 pips will be $100. 0.10, 100 pips will be $100. Sometimes it might also vary. If it's a currency pair like Euro USD, you are sure of that. But let's assume all it cut across all. So 100 pips would have given you $100. So 0.10, if you had an account size of $1,000, it means the 4 trades you are going to lose $400 if you are using a lot size of 0.10. So if all the 4 trades should go against you, it means you are going to lose $400. And if all the 4 trades should go in your favor, it means you are going to win $800. So don't be in a rush to think that, okay, you have $100 account, but you are sure and you think that all the 4 trades will give you profit. So each trade you are going to give it a lot size of maybe 0.10 or even 0.05. That would be too much for your account. With a $100 account, it will not make sense to put a lot size of 0.0, even 0.03, and then place 3 trades. Because if you should use 0.03 and you place all the 4 trades, it means each of the trade, if you should lose, will be $30. So 30 times 4 will be $120. So that means if all the 4 trades should go against you, it means your account is going to empty. It's going back to 0. It means indirectly you are blowing your account. So it means a lot size of 0.03 would even not be the best for your $100 account when you are placing all these 4 trades. I am sure and I pray that you should be able to understand these things I'm saying, so that you'll be able to do the proper risk management. Do the proper risk management. That is all about trading. If your risk is very low, you are sure of a consistency of profit. But if you decide to just see Forex as a holy grail where you can mine and make millions, and so you wouldn't mind any lot size you put on, you might be losing great money or wiping out your account at all times. So this week I have not less than 10 signals. 10. And there are so many. So I'm kind of, I don't know what to say. So I'm actually going to mention all the 10, but I am going to limit our take profit this week. We're not going to look at all the 200 pips we used the last week, because last week's currencies were all volatile currencies. They are currencies that move a lot. And so I knew 200 pips was just nothing for those currencies. So That is how come I chose 200 pips. But this week, 10 signals. Please don't trade all the 10 signals. Okay? Personally, I will not trade all the 10 signals. So why would you? So just choose few of them, try them on demo. But hey, if it is demo, you can even choose to put all of them on demo. Who cares? But I want you to maintain discipline. Forex trading, you need discipline. Forex psychology is very important, and it goes with discipline. You must be disciplined. So don't say it is not real money. You trade anyway, anyhow. If you don't take time, when you migrate from demo to real account, the same thing will repeat itself. So try to discipline yourself on demo. And when you migrate from demo to real, continue with that discipline. All right. So this week, today is Saturday, 16th May, 2020. These are the currency pairs I am looking at. I have NZD USD, NZD USD, and then I have AUD NZD, and then I have Euro GBP, and then I have Euro NZD, and then I have GBP JPY, and then I have GBP USD, and then I have GBP CAD, and I also have GBP Chef, and then I have NZD CAD, and then NZD Chef, and then NZD JPY. All these currencies that I have mentioned, if you take critical look at them, you realize that there are two currencies that run through all of them, and that is GBP and NZD. That should tell you that I'm foreseeing these two currencies this week to be stronger. GBP and then NZD. Last week, I told you that two currencies were seen, or I was seeing two currencies going to be weak, which was AUD and NZD. And that is what led to the forecast I gave in terms of the signals. This week, I'm foreseeing GBP and then NZD to be very strong. That is what I'm foreseeing. These two currencies might go very strong. And so if that will happen, that is if that would happen, then what are the possible currencies to trade? They are the ones I have mentioned. But if I am to trade NZD USD, I'm going to go for a buy. For NZD USD, buy. AUD NZD, I'm going to look at a sell. Now, all of you would have realized that this week oil prices went so high, almost to $30 now. I mean crude oil. And that was what actually held AUD to be strong. That was what held AUD to be strong. So people and a lot of dynamics are playing out here. But I don't want to talk about crude oil. That is actually a different commodity to talk about. But so let me just stick to this. I don't want to confuse you or get you into another field. All right. So quickly, AUD NZD, I am looking at a sell for this currency. And then Euro GBP, I am looking at a sell for it. But this sell of Euro GBP is actually going to be a reversal trade. That is what I'm seeing. Euro GBP is a reversal trade. So if you're going to trade it, you must be looking for the support, or you must apply price action here, because since it is going to be a reversal trade, it means that when it gets on a good support, something will happen. That is why there's a need for you to be on the Telegram page, so that we can be updating you as and when the trades needs to be adjusted. So it's good that you must be on the Telegram page, please. All right. So Euro GBP, I'm looking at a reversal trade for it, which is a sell. And then Euro NZD, I'm looking at a sell. And then GBP JPY, I'm looking at a buy. GBP USD buy. GBP CAD buy. GBP Chef buy. NZD CAD buy. NZD Chef buy. NZD JPY buy. Now, you are not going to give all these currencies the same TP because some currencies move faster than others. So that is also another thing you must look at. So when you are setting your TP for currencies, you must be careful. For instance, AUD NZD is a currency that moves slow. So you cannot go and compare the same TP of AUD NZD with a trade like GBP JPY or GBP NZD or GBP AUD. They are volatile currencies. They move faster. So GBP JPY should not have the same TP with AUD NZD. You must take note of that. So what will be the possible TPs to use? Let me just say, and then we'll end this video here. All right. So NZD USD, I want you to give it a TP of 80. Let's go for 80 pips. 80 pips, and then a stop loss of 40 pips. So we are looking at here again the 1:2 ratio. So you are losing 1 and then you are winning 2. So NZD USD, you are giving it a TP of 80 pips and then a stop loss of 40 pips when the market opens. And then AUD NZD, let's go for same. Yes, let's go for same. 80 pips TP and then a stop loss of 40 pips. Okay. And then Euro GBP, let's give it the same. They are all slow currencies for me. So Euro GBP, let's go for 80 pips and then a stop loss of 40 pips. And then Euro NZD, a very volatile currency. Let's go for 100 pips. Euro NZD, let's go for 100 pips and then a stop loss of what? 50 pips. And then Euro NZD, I said it's a sell, right? So GBP JPY, let's go for 100 pips and then a stop loss of 50 pips. So it's also a buy. GBP USD, the same, 100 pips TP and then a stop loss of what? 50 pips. GBP CAD, the same, 100 pips TP, 50 pips stop loss. GBP Chef, the same, 100 pips TP, 50 pips stop loss. GBP Chef, yes, the same, 100 pips TP, 50 pips stop loss. And then NZD card, give it 80 pips TP, 40 pips stop loss. And then NZD Chef, the same, 80 pips TP, 40 pips stop loss. And then NZD JPY, 80 pips TP, and then 40 pips stop loss. I said it earlier that don't trade all these currencies. Choose. Maybe you also have a trading strategy or a trading tool that you use. Try to compare. If these currencies fall in line with your trading tool, then that is also another way to believe in the currencies to choose. Okay, so that is also going to be another way to assess which of these currencies to trade. All right, so try that with your trading strategy. Try to match this with your trading strategy, and then please make sure your risk, the lot sizes you use are reasonable. Okay, I don't want you to lose your account because you had too much confidence. There's nothing like that in Forex. You can't be too confident. All right, so this is what I have for you. Please, by the close of this week, we will come back again with a review to tell you and for us to look at how these trades will turn out. All right, so be safe. Make sure you make the money whilst coronavirus is out there disturbing us. We are inside the room making the money on our phones and on our laptops. So let's make the money together. And subscribe to this YouTube channel and also like the Facebook page. And also join the Telegram page where we do updates and then also give extra signals. Okay, we also give extra signals and then we'll give updates on this forecast as to which one to exit, which one not to exit, which one to adjust, which one not to adjust. We do all that on the Telegram page in addition to more signals, all for free. All for free. We don't charge anything. So be there and let's do this together. I'll see you again next week. Be good and be safe.